Do you have a home-based business, a garage gig, or a startup? Are you thinking about taking it to a storefront, to a brick and mortar? Do you need a warehouse for distribution? If this sounds like you, then this is the right video to watch today. It's going to help you tremendously. We're going to talk about your fixtures, finishes, and equipment, part of your overall build out and construction cost as you plan to go sign a lease. Let's do this. Okay guys, WDS Mike here today. I have just come in from some morning workout time and again, time to focus. So I wanted to give you today tips on your planning of your project. Look, if you do this properly, 6 to 36 months ahead of you're signing your lease, right? You're still planning for this business. It's a garage gig. It's a home-based business. You have the LLC, you have the bank account, you're collecting revenue, but you know you need to work towards opening a storefront at some point, getting a warehouse for distribution, whatever it is that relates to your form of product or service. Now, one of the things that occurs, and this will really help you out to save time, and you know, I even see this with franchises, believe it or not. I see this with businesses that are established or supposed to be established. So I talked to you about schedule, timeline, your project budget, about pointers on the lease, all these things I cover in the videos. Today, I wanted to focus in on the FF&E, and what that is you're gonna, if you Google this, for instance, you know, or you hear it talked about, in the building world, it is fixtures and finishes and equipment. You might hear fixtures, furnishings, and equipment. I say cover all of those. So basically, it's things that an owner could potentially bring and include instead of the contractor. So you have equipment, all right? Let's say that it is a kitchen, the stove, the grill, the fryer. Those things are pieces of equipment. You may be a large scale print media shop. Maybe you've got these huge plotters and printers and cutters. Maybe you're an apparel shop. You have presses and plotters and sewing machines. Maybe you are an automotive business, and so you have lifts or welders. So whatever your equipment is that pertains to your business, you need to have a list of that. Start going online, just like you're making a Christmas list. Here's a specification sheet I've downloaded for the item, or probably pretty close to the item. If I had to buy today, this is what it would be. Put all those in a notebook, put all those on your computer in a folder. That's your equipment you're building. If you needed to hand it over to the architect today, you could do it. This is what a good franchise has. Starbucks, they have their list of equipment ready to go. Saves time when you get to design and construction. The next thing would be that furniture. So sometimes this comes into play when you're doing the power layout, the spatial requirements. You know, you need to fit this big pool table in there in the showroom, or this many of these beds of certain sizes in the furniture showroom. Maybe you have an executive desk that needs to go in the office. So the furniture can be important. It gets more important if the contractors do anything with it, like placing it or is involved with the delivery. Now let's go to the fixtures, okay? I like to sometimes insert the word finishes with this. So, you know, fixtures could be in with the furniture. A fixture could be a shelving unit, could be a light fixture. As long as you're covering things, you're good. It doesn't matter the words you use, but I'm gonna cover them all. So if you go to finishes, we're talking about the paint colors, the flooring, the cabinets, or as we call it, millwork. It could be special door handles or doors you want to use for some reason. You know, I've seen it all. You want to try to let the contractor furnish as much of this as possible. Especially in our world, you guys, this is commercial. It's a lot different than residential. You have to meet certain codes. You don't want to buy something that doesn't work and you have to throw away. So, or return. So these are all important. I've seen franchises come that work with us, and they've done 6 locations. And when I ask for the branding, the logo, or the paint colors, let's say it's a dog facility, a dog care facility, and they don't have the turf and risers and sub base detail. They don't know the square footage they need for their play area. It's just it's disappointing, because then you're spending time, additional time during that design process. So you need to have this all road mapped out, blueprinted out in terms of your space, the required square footage for each activity. And as you're doing that, that's another video, that's another lesson, but as you're doing that, think about all the contents of the space. Put a column for, are you providing this, or is the contractor providing it? And then, are you installing it? Is your vendor installing it? Maybe the landlord somehow is installing an AC unit, or is the contractor installing it? You have to do that for each item. It's a simple list right here. Look, I've penciled this out. Just brainstorming this morning. You can do the same thing. So, your finishes, your paint, your flooring, your millwork. Start going into each room. This is my swatch. This is the color I would use. This is the flooring I'd like to use. Have all that stuff ready. It's fun to daydream. We'll do it. Don't wait till we're in design or construction. You wouldn't believe how hard it is to get this information from the clients. Maybe it's a special chandelier or light you need. All of these things, the sooner we can look at them and find out if they meet code, the better. Now, if you come down here to your FF&E, that's where it is, okay? In-place construction, contractor fee. Your FF&E will be anywhere from 20 to 50%. I had a client where just their kitchen equipment alone for their restaurant was 100 grand. Okay, that might be for a $300,000 TI. And then your soft costs, these are other videos, your permits, your architect, engineering, signage, rent, okay? But your FF&E can be part of this. It's everything that's not in the construction. Okay, guys, WDS Mike. Hope that has helped you today. Keep loving what you do and enjoying life. We'll talk to you on the next one.
Audio Jungle.